Alright, today on Cabal Cast, we're going to be back in Command & Conquer 3 King's Draft to do a 1 versus 1 video commentary. So before I get into this game, I just want to give a quick shout out to my good buddy Green Zero. So he just made his 500th career King's Draft VOD. And I watched it before I got into this game, and wow, it is probably the best video commentary he has ever made. It's an hour long, so you probably might as well get some popcorn and beer or something and give that video a watch because it's one awesome video, and I really loved watching it. All the stars that I've seen and all the replays and everything else that Green Zero did has all combined into that one video. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my good buddy Green Zero. Thanks for the acknowledgement, and congrats on your 500 King's Draft video. I hope you continue to make them, and I hope I get there someday. So yeah, go check out his channel. I'll link his channel in the description down below so you can see him and watch that video because it's one awesome video. So anyway, let's get into this game. We have two players. We have derand4111 playing as Trial 59. If you don't know who Durand is, he's one of the players that just recently, if not before, turned pro. He actually used to be a mid-carder for a long time. Then he just recently became a good player. He's been playing in a lot of tournaments. He's actually not too bad of a player, and he's playing against FairPlayBot, which is Dimitri. He's playing as random, and we are on the map Tournament Dustbowl again. So in the north here, we see Durand. He's playing as the Cyan Traveler 59, and down south is Dimitri, aka FairPlayBot. He's playing as the yellow Scrin, so we're not sure what he's going to be playing. He's playing as a Scrin Vanilla, so it's going to be a full-on Scrin match on this map. So let's see, we see Dimitri. He's going to be going for just one simulator squad. And he's building up 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 buzzers, while Durand is going to go for some fast legs, and fast legs is the classic Trial 59 strat. He's going for 2 simulators. He's going to be building up some disintegrator squads as well, and he's getting some of those advanced articulators in a couple of seconds, but this is going to be causing him to delay his tip spike capture. Meanwhile, Dimitri, he doesn't know what faction Durand is, and he's going to be going into the wind. He's probably maybe a screen faction or a non-faction thing, but he's taking it very seriously. He's protecting his simulator quite well with his buzzers, and that's pretty good. So he's going to capture a tip spike, no problems there, but he's probably going to lose it to Durand's other simulator squad. He's got his fast legs, and they're all and they all got it, so they're moving twice as fast as a normal disintegrator squad will. And Dimitri's going to be grabbing up his buzzers, and they're going to take out one of Durand's buzzer squads. And these disintegrator squads are going to have to be careful they don't get crushed. Oh, that was very close. He did lose 2 members of that disintegrator squads, so Dimitri obviously knows that there's disintegrator squads on the field, and he has his warp sphere out. Obviously, since Durand went for that portal with its fast legs, he doesn't have his warp sphere out just yet with another harvester. Meanwhile, Dimitri does, and he's going to be getting up his extractor just right now. Power down his warp sphere just to make sure he doesn't go low on power, because he's probably thinking that those disintegrator squads are going to be going towards his base, and rightfully so. He is. Durand wanted to get his assimilator across to their tip spike just so he can capture it. Although he's not going to get the $500 back, which kind of sucks. But it's going to take a while for that tip spike to bring in the $500 that he needs. So in the meantime, Dimitri is going to be preparing for the assault on those disintegrator squads. They're going to the right side of the map just so they can sneak in, but I think Dimitri knows where they are. And the drone ship is going to be going towards this expansion where Durand is going to be camping this. He needs to make sure he needs to hide his disintegrator squads, but Dimitri can hear him, and he's going to be cornered if he doesn't be careful. And I think those disintegrator squads are going to be escaping just barely. They do get a couple shots off from that gunwalker, but unfortunately, they're going to be cut off by that single gunwalker. There's 2 gunwalkers here, and they're going to get completely out of position. One gunwalker goes down, and these disintegrator squad needs to make a hasty retreat. Otherwise, they're just going to get killed by these gunwalkers. And gunwalkers is a pretty decent counter to those disintegrator squads when they're beefed up like that. Durand has the second extractor out now, and he's got 3 and 2 on his field. He needs to get 2 more to make it a perfect ratio. Meanwhile, Dimitri is going to be way ahead in economy. He just now has his 4th harvester. I think he's probably a little bit behind. I couldn't imagine why. Oh yeah, because he went for like 4 gunwalkers, that's why. So anyway, he's going to get his 5th harvester out in a couple of seconds, and in the meantime, Durand is just a 4 and 2 right now, so he's at an even ratio, but I think Dimitri's is a little bit ahead. But those tip spikes are going to be making up some credits that Durand actually needs, and those gunwalkers are going to be making it all the way into Durand's base. And that one buzzer squad is going to get taken out by those disintegrator squads. So these disintegrators, they could have gone a different separate way, but I think Dimitri wanted to just make sure that those disintegrator squads are taken out permanently, and Durand is just going to be forcing them to just sacrifice themselves, which is not exactly what he wanted. He could have, went a different way and then sneak those disintegrators into a different location. Then he could attack Dimitri when he wasn't looking. But Dimitri did what he can do. He got his gunwalkers and destroyed all those disintegrator squads. Now Durand is going to be rethinking his strategies. Meanwhile, Dimitri has got his second extractor on his expansion, and he just now got his tier 2 nerf center, so he could be going for maybe intimidated force fields. He's building a lot of gunwalkers right now, so he is still anticipating that Durand could be going for more disintegrator squads. So that's a good way to think about it. He could probably go get his intimidated force fields, like I said, but I don't think he's just doing that just at the roam. He's probably teching up or something. He's building something else from his drone ship. It could be a technology assembler, and that'd be pretty good. A lighting spike's been placed down by Dimitri, so it looks like we're going to do a little bit of harvester harassment with these gunwalkers. The problem with gunwalkers is that they didn't do a whole lot of damage to harvesters. But at the same time, I mean, it's causing Durand to build gunwalkers when he should be building secret tanks or something like a little heavy vehicles to attack Dimitri. These harvesters are doing a little bit of damage as well. That's a harvester is actually down to about half health, but with the warp sphere just right there, Durand can easily repair that. And now Dimitri's repairing that lightning spike as well. So Dimitri's doing a little bit of harvester harassment and pressure of his expansion. Durand has 4 and 2 in his field right here. He just now built a portal, so he is going to go for some more disintegrators. Dimitri anticipated so. Meanwhile, back in Dimitri's base, he is going for a technology assembler, so he could be going for maybe a hexapod or something like that. But this problem right here, I mean, there's a lot of gunwalkers here from Dimitri and a lot of gunwalkers from Durand. So it's just a matter of saving all the harvesters he can. And meanwhile, his gunwalker be gunwalker, which gets a little boring because these gunwalkers don't do a whole lot of damage. But the problem is that Durand can just repair his gunwalkers while Dimitri can't. And we see a photon cannon has been placed down by Durand, so that'll chase those gunwalkers away. Dimitri wasn't able to pick up a harvester, which kind of sucks. And all those harvesters, for some strange reason, just called off the line. And that's not what Durand needed. Durand needed all those harvesters. What are they doing? Oh, that was a misclick. He had all those harvesters queued, and they all went off of harvesting for just a couple of seconds, and that's not exactly what he needed. So he'll be flying there for a couple of seconds. Oh, we see a signal transmitter from Dimitri, and we see a mastermind on the field now. So Dimitri is going to be going for a heavy tanks, and he hasn't built a hexapod yet, so that's kind of unusual. He only has 1 production structure, well, 2 production structures, and he has a stasis shield, and the drone ship is on the way now. But Durand has a secret force of disintegrators, and they're going to be going straight to Dimitri's base. And Dimitri is going to. We see a MCV cap. But what happened? Oh, I think that there's a corruptor. That corruptor has managed to destroy it, or something happened. I think the Buzzer Squad scouts managed to take it out before it went through the portal. That was clutch. That was a clutch save there. And in the meantime, we see those harvesters being under attack by those gunwalkers, but a nice phase field comes out, saves one of those harvesters. I'm not sure if any harvesters went down. I don't think anything did. But those gunwalkers, or not gunwalkers, those disintegrator squads did a ton of damage. But at the same time, Savior of the phase field manages to save one of those harvesters. Now Durand is going for a warp chasm. He has a technology assembler, so he is going for a hexapod, while Dimitri is wanting to capture back the tip spike that Durand re-stole from him. And we see another disintegrator squads coming into the side of the map here, and I don't think Dimitri sees them just yet. He is going to be out of position, though. These disintegrators are going to be doing a ton of damage, and these power plants are juicy for the taking if Durand can get them. But I think he's going to go for more harvesters, and honestly that would be a bad idea, because there's a lot of buzzer hives here, and then once Dimitri gets triggered, so knowing that there's disintegrator squads there, going for power plants is a lot better. I think that's exactly what Durand is going to be doing. His power plants are going to be under attack now, and this is just bad. His power is already down, so he was low to power to begin with. And these power plants, they're all upgraded too, so they're all going to be taken out. And now Dimitri's going to have to spend a couple of money to get more reactors on the field. And the Tier 4 is going to be destroyed. Oh, the Tier 4 is going to be destroyed, and the Tier 1.5 as well. Dimitri does a huge sell-off there, and that was a nice successful attack there by Durand. At the same time, he's got a hexapod now, and he's putting in disintegrators inside the hexapod. And we see a prodigy on the field now by Durand, and that'll be pretty good. We see a small attacker. Was there an attacker? Or did there's been something? No. Dimitri has got tripods out now with the force fields, so that's gonna be pretty good. His expansion is up now. His second expansion, and third expansion is actually pretty vulnerable to those disintegrators. There's a single squad of that shock trooper, so it's going in the middle of nowhere. But it gets cut off there by those disintegrators. That was kind of funny. So now Durand is going to go for his second expansion, and he is definitely going to get spotted by Dimitri's buzzers. So Dimitri's probably going to have to think of something to shut that down. He does have attenuated force fields for his gunwalker, so that'll be pretty good against those disintegrator squads. And one of the harvesters will go down. It was full load of blue tib. That'll be pretty good. And those buzzers were out in the middle of nowhere. That buzzer hive's buzzers were out in the middle of nowhere. So now Dimitri's going to force to vacate all this harvesters to the north half of the field, and his tier 3 is under attack now. The shard walk, not sure if the shard launcher is going to be done. I think it's just barely going to be done unless Dimitri can destroy all those buzzers, all those disintegrator squads, and he will do just that. So just barely. Even the lightning spike there was thrown down now by Durand, but it wasn't going to be enough. That tripod, the shard launchers was done by Dimitri, so that'll be pretty good against aircraft, and you could build some secret tanks as well. The mastermind is safe inside the second expansion by Dimitri, but Dimitri's tech is quite vulnerable to anything that comes in that direction, so Dimitri has to be very careful. There's some cultists out now, and cultists are out in the field now by Durand, and he has a hexapod with a lot of gunwalkers for defense, so that's gonna be pretty good. Dimitri needs to be very careful that his forces don't get too overwhelmed by those cultist squads, and what he needs to do is need to put his gunwalkers in front of those another tripods. But the hexapod is going to be attacking first, and he also has another tripods as well. The problem with that is that his trial 59, so he doesn't have shields like Dimitri does. So he needs to be very careful that Dimitri doesn't help emp that hexapod. And we see temporal wormhole has been dropped down by Durand, so that'll help out a little bit. Those tripods are all attacking the hexapod, and the hexapod doesn't have any support. The hexapod is going to get destroyed. Those corruptors were way too far back to help prepare that, and Durand needs to vacate his base immediately. He needs to get all his forces out of there. That was a failed attack now. But now there are tripods coming in from Durand from the south now, and they're going to be attacking all of the rest of the buildings here from Dimitri, and Dimitri is going to be losing his harvesters, or not harvesters, but his extractors, and his tech is also going to be destroyed now. Might as well sell it off so he can get the money back. And I'm not sure if those gun tripods are going to get destroyed. They're not going to get destroyed, of course, but now his tech is going to be destroyed. He'll go for 1 point, loses tier 3, and he's going to take out the portal now so that the senior squads don't have to get destroyed out as just another tripods. But now the tier 2 nerve center is also being destroyed, and a nice phase field goes out there. But another tripod coming in from Durand, so just streaming in tripods. He's going to be forced to build up another hexapod. Hopefully this time he can do a little bit better in saving his hexapod. He has decent eco down here with a 3 and 2, but Dimitri this entire time has been mining that entire second expansion, and in turn has a warp chasm. So he did manage to build a warp chasm, but he can't build a hexapod without a tech lab. So that kind of sucks. But he does have a lot of his disintegrators with tripods and gunwalkers, so he does have a decent screen and ground game here. And I haven't seen anybody build a gravity stabilizer, which is quite surprising. Even though Dimitri spent, $2,000 on shard launchers, so I'm not sure if it was a good of an upgrade to get because Durand is not going for anything. He does have 3 extractors on this field, so 3 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 7 harvesters on this field, which is the best ratio for a 3 extractor build. That's decent. Double portal here from Durand, and we see he's going to be going for a lot more disintegrator squads. He does have a couple of cultist squads as well, so that's going to be pretty good. His hexapod is going to be built going in with more disintegrators inside that hexapod, so that's going to be quite decent. There's a couple of gunwalkers here from Durand just going to be scouting to see Dimitri what he has, and he has a lot of tripods with a lot of disintegrators and a lot of gunwalkers, so that's going to be very good. He mind-controlled something, a tripod, so a tripod's going to be mind-controlled. We see a foundry has been built now by Dimitri, and did he sell off his drone ship? I think he did. No, he didn't. He just went back to that first expansion. So now he built a foundry, so now he's back at tier 2. He has also tier 1.5 as well, so he can throw on the station shield. So that's going to help out Dimitri quite a lot now. And sorry, that was my phone. That tripod is going to the expansion now of Durand, but he's also going to get easily taken out, and Disintegrator squad does go heroic because it took out something important. Durand has a single crystal that would probably be for Mycore Seed, so that can be good income. There's a lot. Holy Christ! Quadruple portal and Disintegrator squad. That's a lot of Disintegrator squads. So Durand is going for heavy infantry. That's a lot of infantry, though. That's kind of it. That's a bit overkill, if you ask me. But at the same time, Dimitri has a lot of gunwalkers, and this can be pretty powerful. On the other hand, Durand is going to be attacking the expansion of Dimitri, and Dimitri doesn't have a whole lot of stuff to defend this year. He's definitely going to lose his Harvester, unless something can happen about this. So yeah, he has all his disintegrators does get destroyed by that one buzzer hive, so that'd be pretty good. But he does have a Hexapod here. I think he's trying to bait out the fact that the Hexapod's right here and a tripod, so Dimitri can move all his forces down here. He's going to bring all his disintegrators. They all jumped up, and they're all going to this area right here, and then attacking the rest of Dimitri's forces, although the Hexapod is out. So now Durand is going to be caught between a rock and a hard place. We see the Tiberian Asteroid, I forgot what it's called. Give him more tip. And we see the Station Shield coming in from Dimitri, so that's going to be pretty good. And he's just going to be able to surround all those forces there, but at the same time, all his harvesters are going to get completely massacred by all these disintegrators that are going towards his base. So Dimitri is going to get completely flanked here by all these disintegrators, and all the harvesters are definitely going to get destroyed. Dimitri needs to get all his gunwalkers to the north here. But at the same time, oh, this is going to be a complete massacre. All those disintegrator squads are destroying everything at Dimitri's second expansion, and this is just brutal. The flank is real. Sorry, that was my phone again. Jesus Christ. So Dimitri's going to get completely flanked out here, and this is just massive destruction. Everything that Dimitri had at that second expansion has been destroyed, and the Gravity Stabilizer has been destroyed. The Tier 2 has been destroyed. Tier 3 has been destroyed. All these disintegrator squads are all being destroyed, and Dimitri is losing his footing in this game. The disintegrator destruction from Durand has just been massive, and even though that Durand lost his Hexapod, a lot of those disintegrators squads, we see a mothership. A mothership's been called in by Durand, and he's going to go straight towards Dimitri's base. And the mothership is actually pretty cool. I mean, I haven't seen too much of a mothership lately. It's. I mean, how does the screen operate it? Like, it doesn't seem to be any command. I know this part here is the command and control network to the mothership, but I mean, like, how do screen even stay in there? Is it even possible? No idea. Questions and answers that nobody can have. We also see planetary assault carriers coming out from Durand. So he's spent up. He says he's triple gravity stabilizer. So that's quite good. And I don't think Dimitri knows anything about this. He has a lot of disintegrators now, and Dimitri's going to go for another expansion. That the mothership is going to be going straight towards this field right here. So Durand has harvested all the blue tib, or all the green tib, and he's building up a lot of planetary assault carriers. So he's been transitioning like crazy in this game. He went from disintegrators to gunwalkers to tripods, hexapod, corruptors, back to disintegrators, and now to the aircraft. So the transition in this game by Durand has been absolutely amazing, and Dimitri has lost quite a lot of his base, and he has to force to rebuild a bunch of stuff now. But it's gonna be pretty tough considering the fact that he lost all his tech twice. And the mothership's gonna be going towards the base here. The planetary assault carrier should stay out of range so that Dimitri doesn't see him, because Dimitri has shuttle launchers, but I don't think he has a tier 2 just yet. It's going to be attacking all of his force here, and those gunwalkers have to be very careful, because that Hexapod now has the shock troopers in it, and they could take out the Hexapod or the planetary assault carrier if they wanted to. But the mothership's going to be coming closer to Dimitri's base, and Dimitri lost all his aircraft now. He needs to build his anti-air batteries, and the anti-batteries are coming up now, and the shuttle launchers are finally going to come in handy. The planetary assault carriers are inside the base, and they need to take out the plasma missile batteries before the mothership's destroyed. But I think the mothership is going to be a waste of time. Oh, the power just now gone offline, but unfortunately the mothership's going to get destroyed, so that kind of sucks. And Dimitri is holding off just barely. He needs to have more power though, but the power plants are all getting taken out now by the planetary assault carriers. Now, planetary assault carriers need to finish off that tier 2, and they need to finish off the drone ship before more power plants can get built. But unfortunately, you're going to be focusing on the Hexapod now, which is a great idea. Once the power goes on, though, that's just it. And all those planetary assault carriers are all taken out now. Even the Ion Storm can't fix it. So that was a good attack, though. But I think Dimitri did a fantastic job of holding off Durand's assault. Now, more planetary assault carriers are coming from the backside of things. A couple of tripods as well. And I think Durand is putting all his forces into this. He's building more planetary assault carriers, and they're reinforcing this base right here. But unfortunately, there was way too many base defenses here from Dimitri, and those planetary assault carriers are going to get destroyed. Both of them are going to get destroyed. It's amazing the amount of range that these plasma missile batteries have on those packs. And now Durand is going to be at the second expansion of Dimitri, harvesting all this green tip here, so that'll be pretty good. Right now, Durand has 4 fields under his control. 4 out of the 6 fields under his control, and Dimitri, he's slowly running out of green tip. He needs something. He's got to do something, because this green tip is going to be under control of Durand, and he's going to be refining it, and he's going to be putting it towards good use. That planetary assault carrier needs to go into Ion Storm mode to help repair up that ship. That harvester is going to be stealing some tib. Now, even though it's going to get destroyed, it stole a bunch of green tib from Dimitri. So Dimitri is going to be running out of tiberium here, and now he's going to go up to the north, where Durand already is. And is he building something else? He sold off all the gravity stabilizers, so he's just focusing on getting a little bit more money, and then yeah. So all those planetary assault carriers are going to be attacking the gunwalkers, and Dimitri doesn't have any anti-air to deal with. He's going to place down his drone ship, so he's going to put down some force of his own, and Durand is going to immediately vacate the space because he can't really defend it, because then Dimitri can just put down an AA battery, and then that'll destroy those planetary assault carriers for sure. So now it's just the amount of waiting game to see what both players are actually going to do. And Dimitri placed a plasma missile battery just for precautionary measures. Durand is obviously getting the most amount of money. He's going to go for another Hexapod, so that'll be pretty good. He did manage to place the drone platform, but it's right in the middle of nowhere. But there's a lot of disintegrator squads coming out here, and they're going to be attacking that one lonely harvester. So Dimitri is caught between a rock and a hard place. He doesn't have much tib at his disposal, if any at all, and his tip spike is bringing in the most of the amount of money. But now Durand is going to go back to basics. He's going to go for a lot more disintegrator squads, and with the Hexapod, and with the 2 packs that he has, it could definitely spell the doom for Dimitri. Although he does still have his Hexapod, so this could be the savior Hexapod for Dimitri for this game here. And he's building more gunwalkers. Well, gunwalkers is exactly what you need against aircraft like this, but Durand is going for a lot more disintegrator spreaders, and he does have another gravity stabilizer, so he could go for more planetary assault carriers, unless he still has his tier 4. I don't see the signal transmitter from Durand, so he did sell it off. And we see the Hexapod now is being repaired up by corruptors, so Dimitri is making a full force to try to take this field here. And honestly, it wouldn't be worth it, but at this point, Tib is very variable that he needs to be taking the space near, and he destroyed 3, if not 4, of Durand's harvesters, and that'll be pretty good. So Durand needs to get out of there. He does have a Devastator warship at his disposal, but the Traveler engines, I should have said that before, he does have Traveler engines. So that'll be pretty good. And now Dimitri is going to be going into the base right now. He needs to be very careful that these disintegrator squads don't destroy his Hexapod. So those corruptors need to come in and just take out all those corruptors, and they do take out all the corruptors. So that's a great shot there. But he did lose all of his corruptors at his though. But that Hexapod is at elite status, and it's going to be very close to getting destroyed. Durand needs to take it out. This is the last known force that Dimitri has, and Durand is going to be flanking in with disintegrator squad. He's using sacrificing all to take out that Hexapod, and he does manage to take out the Hexapod. That was a great frontal assault there, but at the same time, and we see a tripod here trying to take out that tier 2 missile battery, and Dimitri is on funds right now. He's running on fumes. He's so low on economy. He does have quite a bit of tripods. He has 4 of them at his disposal, but we have a Anoretic Hexapod from Durand. Does manage to take out that tripod there. So both these players are so stubborn in their defense of this. Some valuable tip is at Durand's disposal, but needs to get it immediately. And now that planetary assault carrier is making a full retreat because he doesn't have very many ships left. He could stay at that gravity stabilizer and just put on Ion Storm, that could save it. But now we see Storm Riders now. Storm Riders is not what Durand needs. Durand needs something else. And that tripod house is going to get captured by Dimitri. And I think this full hold here from Durand is going to be stopped just short. He did manage to take out the tip spike, but oh my god, the Prodigy has taken out Dimitri's drone ship, and he's going to capture it and sell it. Oh no, clutch Prodigy. So what, Dimitri's down to what, 4 buildings now? 5 buildings. So yeesh, Dimitri, he has got to make this work. He needs to do something about it. The Devastator Warship, though, is going to be attacking the last production structure from Dimitri. Dimitri needs to save it because he can't save it. He sold off his tier 2, and honestly, the only thing he can build now is just gunwalkers. But that Devastator Warship is going to get destroyed before he can take out the warp sphere, so that'll be pretty good. So that clutch Prodigy manages to capture and sell that MCV, and Dimitri must be really upset about that. That Prodigy's coming back now, and he's going to be teleporting in, probably can take out the warp sphere, and then that'll take Dimitri's opportunity of building more forces. But he does have one last assault there. One of his tripods is oh, but he sells it. Oh, I don't understand how that works. He captures it, he sells it off like right as soon as he got recaptured. I don't understand how that works. But this is the final assault from Dimitri. He needs to save this. But at the same time, Durand is going to be throwing all his eggs in his basket. He does have all his disintegrators, and they're probably going to... Are they going to attack this force here? They could do the massive flank, but I think Dimitri, realizing that he's going to be that Durand is all in, he's going to go for straight up disintegrators, and he needs to protect his tripods. But I think Durand is going to put all his eggs in his basket and then just go straight down and attack the last 3 buildings that Dimitri has. This is super close. He's even using the disintegrators at his base to hold up this assault. He's going for triple portal. This is his last assault. Now he's selling everything he has just to fund this operation because he has no more harvesters left on the map. Oh, he has 1 more harvester left on the map. But now here comes the disintegrators from Durand, and he's going to go straight towards Dimitri's defenseless base. And this is the final blow here from Dimitri. These last structures are all that Dimitri has left. And after these 3 go down, then Dimitri's going to go down. And that is GG for Dimitri. FairPlayBot's been defeated. That was a great game. So now we take a look at the unit scrap for a 26-minute game. So let's skip all that. We see the unit scrap here. So obviously the disintegrator squads played a big part in Durand's game. Structures, resources. Surprisingly, that FairPlayBot had the most resources up until about the 13-minute mark, and then Durand just pulled away with it. Stats, we see 230,361 to Durand and 188,282 to FairPlayBot. So over $90,000 in favor of Durand there. So that was a decent game. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game. My name is Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.